All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Nashville Super Speedway. We're excited to be here. We're going to start with our media availabilities this afternoon. We've now been joined by Josh Berry, who might be argued as the star of the week with all the exciting news. Josh, take us a little bit through your week and kind of what it was like for you, but obviously we know you're ready to get focused on trying to win a NASCAR Xfinity Series championship as well.
Yeah, no, obviously it's really special week. I think everything Wednesday was everything that I ever could have dreamed of. Really, the job that Mike Arning and True Speed, Stewart Haas Racing, everything they put on there at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The whole day was just super special. I just thought it was really professionally done. I thought it was awesome that it gave a great opportunity for everybody in the media to come out and be a part of that versus just maybe sending out a tweet or something like that. So just thought it was really cool opportunity for me to get to make that moment really special, and obviously excited to make that move in the Cup Series for 2024, but feel like we still have a lot of racing left to do this year, and we're focused on that this weekend.
All right, we'll go ahead and go to questions. If you have a question for Josh, raise your hand. We'll work to get a mic over to you. We'll start it from Kelly, and then we'll make our way around the room.
Kelly, CrandallRacer.com. Josh, this week you only get one introduction as a first-time Cup Series driver, right? That you're going to the Cup Series for the first time. Do you feel like you've embraced just everything about this week, being able to reflect but look ahead? Have you had the conversation you've wanted to have this week with different people? So again, do you just feel like you've embraced this moment of getting that first Cup ride?
Yeah, no, I think so. Like I said, obviously Wednesday was really special, and the reality of it is it's no secret that this has kind of been going on for a while. So that gave me a little bit of time throughout the process to reach out to people that I needed to notify and talk to beforehand. And, it was just, like you said, it's a really meaningful week. Wednesday was a really meaningful day. And it's, it's a unique feeling, right? You grow up as a kid, watching these races in the Cup Series and watching the greats go after this, to know that you've accomplished a goal of at least making it to that point is really special. But at the same time, I realize that there's going to be a lot of work ahead of me, and I'm excited for that. I'm ready to embrace that. I think that I know that I'm gonna have a great group around me, and it'll be tough, but it's exciting as well.
How different will the second half of the season be in just the sense of not having that on your shoulders? You said this has been going on for a while. Your conversations with Stewart Haas had started before the season even started. So will it be different to just not have that weight and all of that going on? You can maybe just get back to focusing on racing, so to speak?
Yeah, I hope so, right? I don't, you just never know in that scenario how much it's really affecting yourself or your team throughout the process. Obviously I've known this is going on, and even the Hendrick Motorsports opportunity and that in the background. It's been a lot going on the last few months, so it's a little bit of a relief to not necessarily have to have that out in public and behind us. But we'll have to see how that affects us. I think obviously my race team is really happy and really excited for me, and we're all super excited for the opportunity we have in front of us. We want, after 10 plus years of being at Junior Motorsports, we want to go out with a lot of great performances, and we all as a group intend to try to do everything we can to accomplish that.
All right, Stephen, go ahead.
Stephen Toronto, CBS Sports. Josh, you're from Hendersonville, right down the road, so I just wanted to get a sense of if you've been able to see and appreciate what the local response to your news this week has been. I saw someone posted that news being shared on a Facebook group for Hendersonville. Everyone there seemed really excited. Obviously, there's a big community around the Nashville Fairgrounds where you've raced. So talk a little bit about what it's been like coming home, having the week you've had.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I mean, obviously I had a lot of support from, family and friends in this area that have watched me race over the years, and guys that I raced with over the years and know well from this area obviously means a lot. And, the reality of it is we were somewhat intentional by this week being the week of this announcement, given that, we were coming here to race. So it's, it definitely means a lot. we're ready to get on track this weekend for sure.
And something you referenced, you mentioned that 10-plus years mark that you've spent with Junior Motorsports, and really, you've been there since you moved to North Carolina. I think it was in 2010, 2011 or so, in all different capacities before eventually going full-time in the Xfinity Series. So what do you think it's going to be like leaving the nest almost and seeing how things are done at Stewart-Haas after, so long with one organization?
Well, I think, for one, these next few months as we close out this year and race for wins and hopefully a championship, it's going to be somewhat emotional. But, I feel like, even leaving Junior Motorsports, that I know that I'm going to have a lot of assets there with Dale and Kelly and LW. I mean, those friendships and the relationships that you build over a decade plus don't just go away. So this, it's going to be different. It's definitely going to be a change, but sometimes, change is a good thing. And so for me, it's exciting to have this new opportunity on the horizon and go to another race team and just see how things work and kind of go with a fresh slate and go to work and see what we can do.
Gotcha. Thanks, Josh.
All right, Mark Garrow. Mark, I think you had a question. Go ahead.
Mark Garrow, PRN. We're all human beings here. How do you compartmentalize the rest of the season? Okay, I got a job to do here, got a championship, races to win, and yet that is the brass ring is already kind of out there. How do you set yourself up to handle this second half of the year that way?
Well, I don't think anything is going to change too much. It's like I said, I feel like having that out there and announced already is a really positive thing for everyone. Whether it's myself or my race team, Junior Motorsports, and Stewart-Haas as well. I think having this done and behind us is nice. Obviously. Without a doubt, and I think this gives us a chance with the off week to kind of reset and refocus and just try to do everything we can to end this the way that we dream of, and that's going to be winning races and competing for a championship at Phoenix, which we were able to do last year. So I have complete confidence in my team that we can do that, and that all starts today.
My final question. You've been an inspiration to a lot of short track racers who didn't necessarily have the money or the big sponsor to kind of step it up, making it to the Xfinity Series. How much inspiration do you think you'll be to some of those guys now to dig in a little bit harder that you can make it all the way to the top by merit and by hard work and by talent?
Well, I hope that there's some sort of inspiration throughout that whole process. Obviously, I have one of the sport's most popular and prominent figures of the last 20, 30 years in Dale Jr. in my side supporting me. So, I know without a doubt that he's been a tremendous part of my career, right? So that's been well documented. But, the reality of it is what I think I represent more than anything is just that if you just work hard and try to treat people right, do the right things, and show up and go to work every day, that hopefully things can fall your way. And ultimately, that's what ended up happening in this opportunity, right? I know that a lot of things over the course of the last 15 years had to go my way to get here. Without a doubt, there was not any. My path was not forged for me. We didn't buy it. We just worked and progressed and took the opportunities that we got and made the most of them. And it was a slow progression, but a great progression. And I'm just proud of that. And just thankful for the everything that I've learned over the last 15 years.
All right, we're going to go Chris and then to Dalton. Go ahead, Chris.
Thanks. Josh, you talked about the announcement being intentional this week, coming back to your home track. I just want to know what it's like racing at your home track again with friends and family and everybody in the stands, and what does that do for you on a week like this?
Yeah, no, it's super exciting. Obviously, racing in this area is extremely popular, whether it's here at the fairgrounds. And coming here, I came here as a teen, I guess, maybe not a kid, you could say, but as a teen watching, Busch Series races, Truck Series races, ARCA, IndyCar, all the racing here throughout the years. So it's always exciting to come back here and race. And, just me personally, growing up racing really at the fairgrounds and watching a lot of racing there. And to me, I have like this list of a few iconic trophies, right? And a guitar is one that's like at the top of the list for me. So having the opportunity to come race for that this weekend is really exciting. And, it's just always fun, right? I love this area, and it's exciting to come race at your home track for sure.
All right, Dalton, go ahead. And we'll come up front to Chris Knight. Go ahead, Dalton.
Hey, Josh, Dalton Hopkins with FrontStretch.com. So being around the late model community as long as you have been, is there somebody out there that you feel like hasn't gotten the recognition and hasn't gotten the opportunities that you have that deserves it just like you have?
Well, I mean, that's an extremely hard question to answer, right? Because, I mean, there's so many of those guys. And I don't even know that I really want to specifically name one guy, because I don't think it's fair to so many of them that I could sit here and name, and I know I would miss somebody. But, the one that comes to mind to me that's most prominent, at least in my life now, would be Carson Kvapil. He's young and new into this in a way, but, has done an amazing job with our late model program. And I think if one thing throughout this whole process and everything that's happened, I really hope that, my move here and the trajectory that I've been on, I hope that everything works faster for Carson than it did me, because I think he's a phenomenal talent, and I've worked on the ground with him in those moments. I know what he's capable of, and he's young, and he's a very talented driver. And to me, I think that's it. What his future holds, I'm not sure of. That's by no means figured out, but I hope that opportunities come his way.
All right, Chris, go ahead.
Chris Knight, CatchFans.com. Josh, I was just curious what it meant to you to have Dale Earnhardt Jr. at Wednesday's announcement.
Yeah, so that was kind of funny, actually, because we finished the download, and he's like, hey, Rodney texted me and said, that he wanted to see me today, but, are you okay if I come? And I'm like, what? Like, yeah, I'm okay if you come. Like, he actually asked me if I was okay with him. He's like, I'm just going to hang out in the background. I'm not going to do any media or anything like that. I'm like, yeah, right. I know how that's going to go. But he ended up, he come out, and that really meant a lot for him to be there and support me. And I think it just shows a lot about the whole situation, right? That he's, he's really genuinely excited and believes this is a great opportunity for me.
All right, any final questions for Josh? All right, Josh, congratulations again on a great weekend, and best of luck this weekend as well.
Thank you.